Good morning from Yummy Bay TV. Wishing you all well today, sending loads of love to you as usual. Right, fresh from being in my old neck of the woods last night. What a night. Happy birthday, Frank Henry, Frankie Knuckles. What a crowd in there last night. It brought back some memories. I saw some faces, and every face I looked at, I remembered a story. Isn't it mad? I know, a lot of guardian angels in there as well. Loads of love to all the ladies as well. What a night in there, shaking a leg deeply in there. Done Alan Mullins as well from Kilburn, sweet as a nut, my boy. Dean Jackson, what's his name? Dean Jackson, I'm sure, and your lovely missus. What a night in there. I swear, and because Frank's sister, rest in peace, Sylvia, was my first love when I was a little boy before I went to Aylesbury, right? I think I told you this time ago. It's in the story. But his mum was in there, my first ever mother-in-law. So I haven't seen her since I was really, really small. So she still looks well. Like, I don't know exactly how old she was, but she was still boogieing in there, right? I turned up, I stood next to her. I said, Mum, good evening. I said, it's me, Sammy. Her face went like, Sammy? Sammy? I said, yes, yeah, Mum, me. Because we used to be scared, when, certain mums, when you're little and you go to see their daughter into the house, I used to have to hide behind. When you hear her voice, everyone used to leg it, but she was a real lovely character. Funny. I cracked that joke last night. She was laughing. And she goes, you look so, how come you look like this? I said, I don't know. I said, how did you look like that, Mum? But it was a lovely night. I swear I loved someone in there last night. Wow, I couldn't believe it. I thought I was seeing things. Some of them geezers from way back in the day, big stories around some of them, I'll bring them to the table soon, as well. Remember that I told you that. So yeah. I'm really over. I'm on the pink cloud at the moment. Anyway, there those that know what that means. But Lennox as well, and the two little boys, they come on the dance floor after, Sammy. It was proper in there last night. I loved you all dearly. Mar Baker, Patricia Jordan, big love to you, and all the girls down there, especially you, Lady T, and all the rest of your lovely daughters and things. I forgot some of their names. You know what I'm like, but I'll get round to all that. So anyway, today's topic, it's going to be this one's going to be a bit of a funny one. Plus, it's very serious as well. For those that have been in the caves will know, but those who have any plans on going there, mind yourself really deeply, because the mix-up and the snakes and the way the empathy levels of certain men that they're not getting out no time very soon. So when it's your turn, when there is a hit or contract out on you, and everybody knows, even the ones that are around you, and they don't tell you, it's the way the cookie crumbles in there. Not for the faint-hearted. So I take it all the way back, and it was the K's, and I was all alone in the deep end again. So example one, I'm going to do it in that way, yeah? The kind of things and the way that it goes, and the kind of dynamics and the things that could get you really assassinated. The truth be told, the facts. Now, we're in one of those K's. A man turns up, right? He comes from another K. He joins a food boat, right? With one of my Jamaican pals, right? Big time Jamaican name as well. He comes in. Obviously they've done things before. So he comes in and says, yeah, I'm going to have visits soon. I'll get the game going. I'll bring things to the table. So the big man saying to him, okay, then come cook with me. Weeks go by. He misses a couple of things, like when you've got 2 or 3 men on a food boat, right? So different people have to buy different things every week, so your money goes in to the cooking pot. So some will have to buy veg, seasoning, etc. Others will buy the meat, the fish, etc. Others will buy the rice. Everybody's got to play a part. So you'd have to put in, say, sometimes 10, 15 pounds a week if you're going to eat every day. And also, you take turns in cooking. Now, I wasn't really eating in the caves like that, so I was running all around. Now and again, they say, you want any food? Or no, certain times during clean times, then I would get the food and get big and eat the food. Some brilliant cooks in the cats. Trust me, you can cook cake, you make cakes, everything in there, right? Some real Gordon Ramsays in there, if you get what I mean. Now, he doesn't fulfill his part of the bargain on that food boat. You also come with baggage from one of those cat A's, right? Now, during this time, there was a geezer from Manchester, right? He came to me one time. He said, Uncle Yami, I got problems. So with that thinking head on, I said to him, what are you saying? He goes, look, I can get that for you and that for you. And he looked after me, right? Further down the line, there's trouble comes his way like 3-4 months later, and they're gonna do him, right? So they come to me, and it's very hard to know someone and get close to people, and you don't really want them to get hurt. You see what I mean? I did this a lot in life, and it came back to bite me on the arse. But on this occasion, I said to him, I've gone to him, right, yeah, I put my hands up. I went and I said, listen, mate, you got to go. Don't hang around here. He goes, why, Yami? I said, yeah, it's on for you. It's on for you, right? So he's pressed his bell when his door's banged up and he's gone, right? So they all come, Yami, what did you tell him? How did he get away? How did he know? I'm going, no, fucking yeah. I said, yeah, but you know what I mean anyway. So this is one of many times where I did this. Like I just said to you, right? After that now, this guy who was on a food boat with the Jamaican guy, he's going astray again. He falls out with people. You get into unnecessary arguments and you call on, like you can back it, you know, like with your fist, with your fingers, you know, you're talking some real wicked talk, right? So I was saying to myself, you know what, Yami, this guy, he gets a bit, even with you, even with me, he gets a bit switchy and da-da-da-da-da. Now, they shout me from the other wing. They say to me, there's about 4 or 5 of them, right, big names, right, Cockney geezer, Northern geezer, Yardies, all of them. Yami, listen, you're not Jesus Christ. You're not saving, you're not the white horse hero all the time. He said, listen, he's got to go. But I'm feeling hurt by it because he's still affiliated to certain people that I know, right? So during the night now, during the evening association, the Jamaican guy, he comes to me and he says, Yami, he's taking money for fooling on. Nah, spend no money, 2 weeks, he don't put the money in and telling me about visit and all that. So you know, even your cooking partners now are getting the ump as well. I said, yeah, but Big Don, what are them man there looking to? He said, Yami, listen, don't say nothing, you know. So they're in the kitchen cooking, right? And he walks in at this time, right? I said, yeah, you're right. But I don't want to look at him. But the Jamaican guy, the way that he does it, swear, you want to see the way he's going. He's gone like that. He's looking at me, goes, yeah, but everybody knows that he's going to get assassinated, right? So after about half hour, I want to go missing. I tried to, slide away so I'm not around. But you feel guilty. If you're normal, you're going to feel guilty. But there's nothing you can do sometimes. So he goes into the cell. I think they beat him up physically, right? So he didn't get stabbed or nothing like that. Not that it really matters. So he come out with all black eyes and everything. And he comes up the stairs. I'm coming down the stairs. He went like that to me. Yami. I said, what's going on, big man? He said to me, Yami, did you know that I was going to get done? I said, no, I never knew. You know what I mean? It is deep, deep territory. And this was the same time when I told you again, a couple of them from East and a couple from West, right? And a couple from up North. They're running around. They're trying to do what I'm doing, right? And I got away with murder. We know that I had the rub of the green. We know that I was lucky sometimes, right? Told you this. This was fact. And they owe money, right? And they're not paying. Right, and it's not a lot of money, but when you're dealing with lifers and people that ain't getting out, and you could distress their food boats and their canteen things and all that, they get one of them upstairs, right? And I told you about the drinking of urine. They were just about to make him drink it. I told you that story already, those that don't know. But a man come downstairs to me, and he said to me, Yami, they got your little mate up there, I went out there. I pushed the door, and I told you this bit. I'm just going to mention it again quickly so that people, you know, they'll understand what these places are really like. There's 4 of them in the cell with my little mate, but all 4 of them are my mates as well. They've got he's got a scratch there where they're digging him, right? So, and then just as the door, I've gone through the door, they're trying to make him drink the wee. I told you it was facts, sir. It was facts, mate. It was long Larton. It was down in the far cells, mate. I went in there. I said, I beg you, spare him, and I will pay the thing. They said, Yummy. I said, I will do that. And they said, what about the other one downstairs, his partner? I sacrificed him. I said, you know what? He's bigger. I said, well, all right, I won't say nothing on that one, but please let him come. And he come running out. He said, yeah, I love you. So I came back down the stairs. They got the big man in there. They said, Yummy, you have to come in too then. Imagine that. You put it on Uncle Yummy like that. No, you got to come in and... Right, so they put him on the bed. They started beating him. They started beating him with the Quran and all that. I suffer a lot. And he got a few digs and all that, right? And I liked him too, but there was nothing that I could do. I didn't know which way round. So it got confusing a lot of the time in there for me, mate. So he didn't really get a big beating, but he went downstairs. So, you know, I saw the guy further down the line. It's good stuff. He said to me, I like the way you saved him. But you didn't save me. He said, you sacrificed him for me. I said, no, please, I'll make it up to you. He goes, that's all right. I mean, I haven't got nothing much. And then I saw the other one further down the line. He said, Yummy, I like the way that you saved. I see you save him and save him, but you couldn't save me. You're holding on to everything that was in. But sometimes you're the downfall of your own doings. Because the kind of arguments you're getting caught up with, and they're petty, but when you start talking back and forth to people and it builds up and it accumulates over a period of time, it might be in that K, and then they're all in there and they're remembering those little bits as well. People carry feelings over small things in there. I told you about the great Escobar. Escobar, the hit was going, oh my days, he was the greatest. And you know, it reminded me one time I was in a rave, right? I think it was garage rave. You know, I didn't go out that much, but a lot of North Star was there at that time, right? And there was this geezer. He wasn't part of them, but he wanted to befriend them all while on the dance floor with all his jewelry on, and they was all everyone was dancing and they was going, yeah, everything's cool. And then one of them was going like that, looking at the other like that. You know, they're thinking, I can read it straight away. They're going to friend you up, bring you outside, and they're going to strip you and take your jewels. And it's exactly what they did. And Escobar, right, being the man that he used to play it so cool with the cane roll and everything. Like one time there was a hit and he come, right, and they was all talking to him, but he was going, no, I don't know, everything cool, like that. But really, what he was really, so he knew that they was coming, but he didn't want to, you know what I mean? The way that he done it, you know what I mean? These places are real serious stuff. And over the smallest amount of things. I'm going to go more into this. I don't want to get because I'm just excited this morning. But I'll come back up and do another better one later. I might even go live tonight. All right. But big love to you all. Sending loads of love.